Celeste Smith Johnson. This was a really hard one. Her dear friend Lane professes that she could write a novel about what makes Sandra incredible, and she is right. Sandra is a heroine that any reader would adore, would root for, with quite an extensive list of experiences and accomplishments that are so inspiring and worthy of publishing for the world to read. My cliff notes of her story will only scratch the surface of this extraordinary young lady who has been determined from a very young age to make the world a more equitable and just place for all. I have written and rewritten this speech no less than 4.5 times in an attempt to make it worthy of all that Sandra has done, all the light and hope and hard work she has brought to our community. It's impossible to capture. Yanya, I really wanted to put in all the beautiful stories of travel from Accra, Ghana to Paris, France, but that will be for a different day, I promise you. Adana, Sandra's adoring mother, writes, "The Roper spirit permeates her body. She embodies the Roper philosophy." History teacher Matt Vallis agrees and offers that over the last 10 years, I do not think I have ever had a student who has been more consistently and actively engaged in making the world a better place than Sandra. He has been able to witness her unwavering academic dedication and influential leadership. He quotes, "Sandra takes challenges head on with a degree of confidence, positivity, and kindness that is inspiring to all. Sandra has a knack for deconstructing and synthesizing challenging historical sourcing into original and brilliant questions or statements that energize the learning environment for all in the classroom. Her deep thinking and authentic curiosity is evident outside of the classroom in nearly every aspect of her life. Sandra designed and co-taught a Stage 3 class with me, Dances Activism, where she led discussions on leadership and activism in the context of Roper philosophy and current events, encouraging the students to use their artistic voices to raise awareness of social issues. She created a video for one of her lessons that would focus on equity versus equality. She directed and filmed my daughters, Riley and Parker, in that to demonstrate. They have been in love ever since. It truly takes one short encounter with Sandra to be impacted by her empathy, her kindness, and her undeniable star power. And she is a star, a radio star, forensics award winner, leading actor, compelling dancer, and oh my gosh, what a singer. Woo. She knocked me out of my seat when she sang Bob Dylan's "The Times They Are Changing" at her last choir concert. Sandra, in her many roles as president of Roper Student Council and president of the Coets Club, vice president of ACA Teens, secretary of Roper Student Government, member of the Black Student Union, Student Diversity Council, always leads with compassion. She co-founded an affinity group known as the Banana Splits, which provides a space for students who have been impacted by divorce or deceased parents. Her joint senior project with Lane, Science and Social Justice, engaged upper school student mentors who helped create lesson plans for Stage 4 students in biology, chemistry, and physics. Sandra has made time to give back to her community outside of Roper as well, volunteering and mentoring children at Brilliant Detroit and Motor City STEAM, to name just a couple. She even found time to shadow Roper alum and esteemed judge Kiana Denise Lillard over 100 hours throughout many busy years. Sometimes I wonder if Sandra has a time turner. Soon, our Sandra will head east to continue her academic adventure at Harvard University. She will double major in history and science and African American studies. No doubt she will continue to live her beautiful life with purpose, striving towards her goal to become a human rights lawyer and ultimately Supreme Court Justice.
Woo woo!
I am privileged and elated to present 2024 Roper graduate, Queen Sandra Celeste Smith Johnson.